For decades, humans have wondered if we are alone in the universe. Every year, new telescopes scan the skies, looking for planets that could host life. And sometimes, what they find is beyond imagination. In recent years, astronomers have discovered worlds with deep oceans, endless twilight, or rings so massive they could stretch across millions of kilometers. Some of these planets could be habitable. Others are strange beyond belief, hotter than the sun, larger than their stars, or made of materials we've never seen before. Each discovery brings us closer to answering one of the biggest questions in science. Is life out there? Today, we'll explore 5 of the most fascinating planets ever found and what makes them so unique. First identified in 2015 by NASA's Kepler mission and later studied by the James Webb Space Telescope, K2-18b sits about 124 light-years away in the constellation Leo. It is a sub-Neptune, larger than Earth but smaller than Neptune, orbiting a cool red dwarf star within the habitable zone. That means it receives just the right amount of starlight for liquid water to exist. Webb's 2023 observations revealed methane and carbon dioxide in its atmosphere, with a surprising lack of ammonia. That chemical balance hints at a Hesian world, a planet with a hydrogen-rich atmosphere and possible global oceans. Even more intriguing, Webb may have detected dimethyl sulfide, a molecule on Earth produced only by living organisms. K2-18b is no Earth twin. Its surface gravity is stronger, and the thick atmosphere could mean high pressures at the ocean floor. Still, it challenges our old belief that life could only thrive on Earth-like planets. By studying its atmosphere in detail, scientists are testing the idea that entire alien biospheres might flourish beneath alien skies on worlds unlike anything in our solar system. Kepler-22b is one of the most talked about planets because it sits right in the habitable zone of its star. This is the distance where temperatures could allow liquid water to exist and where life, as we know it, has the best chance to form. It was discovered in 2011 by NASA's Kepler Space Telescope, sitting about 600 light-years away from Earth in the constellation Cygnus. Kepler-22b is about 2.4 times larger than Earth, which makes it a super-Earth. Scientists still don't know exactly what it's made of. It could be a rocky world like Earth, a planet covered entirely by deep oceans, or even have a thick atmosphere trapping heat. The star it orbits is slightly smaller and cooler than our Sun, but the planet's distance keeps it warm enough for potential habitability. A year there lasts around 290 Earth days. No one knows yet if life exists on Kepler-22b, but its position in the habitable zone makes it one of the most promising targets for future telescopes and space missions. It is a strong reminder that Earth-like planets may not be rare, but they could be scattered all across our galaxy, waiting to be found. Only 106 light-years away, SPECULOOS 2c is one of the closest super-Earths in a star's habitable zone. Its size, about 40% larger than Earth, means it could be rocky, with enough gravity to hold on to a life-supporting atmosphere. But its star is no ordinary sun. This is a tiny red dwarf, just 15% the size of ours, giving off far less heat and light. To stay warm enough, SPECULOOS 2c orbits extremely close to its star, completing both a day and a year in just 8.5 Earth days. This closeness likely means it's tidally locked, one side in permanent daylight and the other in endless darkness. Such extreme conditions would make most of the planet uninhabitable. But there is hope in the Terminator Zone, the thin twilight strip between day and night where temperatures could be mild enough for liquid water. This narrow band may be the best chance for life to exist here. We don't know for sure yet, but SPECULOOS 2c is a prime target for future telescopes searching for life of alien atmospheres and maybe alien life. If worlds like K2-18b and Kepler-22b can exist, how many more are out there waiting to be found? Could one be home to life right now? If that question excites you, hit subscribe and share your favorite exoplanet below. Let's keep exploring the universe together. In 2023, astronomers spotted a promising world orbiting the red dwarf star TOI-715, just 136 light-years away, a close neighbor in cosmic terms. This planet, TOI-715b, is what scientists call a super-Earth, about 3 times our planet's mass and 1.5 times its radius. That size often means it is rocky, the kind of surface where life might take hold. Even more interesting, it orbits in the star's habitable zone, the region where liquid water could exist, and where there's water, there could be life. Red dwarfs like TOI-715 often pack several planets into tight, warm orbits, and there's evidence a smaller Earth-sized neighbor might be hiding in the system. If confirmed, it would be the smallest habitable zone planet ever spotted by NASA's TESS mission. We don't yet know if TOI-715b has an atmosphere, oceans, or life, but future telescopes like James Webb could detect gases in its skies or even shimmering seas on its surface. If so, this could be one of humanity's best chances to glimpse an alien world with telescopes both familiar and strange. About 264 light-years away, astronomers found a planet that breaks the rules, LTT 9779b. It is an ultra-hot Neptune, roughly 5 times Earth's width, with temperatures hitting 2,000 degrees Celsius. At that heat, even metals should vaporize, yet its skies are filled with reflective clouds of titanium bouncing back 80% of its star's light. Earth, for example, only reflects about 30%. Absorbing any more heat could cause the planet to slowly evaporate into space. Even stranger, LTT 9779b orbits extremely close to its star, completing a year in under a day. Normally, that position is home to giant, hot Jupiters or tiny rocky worlds, a region scientists call the Neptunian Desert. This planet sits right in the middle, where theory says no such planet should survive. How those metallic clouds persist in such extreme heat remains a mystery. Researchers think its atmosphere is saturated with vapor, like steam in an overfilled shower. Now, Hubble and James Webb are watching closely, hoping to uncover how this impossible world formed and why it hasn't yet burned away into nothing. Space is full of surprises. One day, it's a strange ocean world. The next, it's a planet that seems to break the rules. Every discovery just reminds us how little we actually know. That's what makes it exciting. There's always another mystery waiting out there. If you enjoyed this little trip beyond our world, give the video a like, share it with a fellow space fan, and hit subscribe so you don't miss what's next. Who knows? The next planet we find might be even stranger than the ones we talked about today.